when I see the plaque, when I walk into to the house, it's just a little visual reminder of like the longevity of your home and how long it's stood and what it's gone through. Reminds you you're a caretaker of it as well. You know, you're there to protect it and take care of it. Make sure it's there for the next person.
When the Historic Preservation Commission starts to review an application, we really think of it as working with the applicant rather than against the applicant. The whole idea is that we're trying to make your investment of time and money and your sense of outcome come out as well as they possibly could.
The Certificate of Appropriateness application is a two-page form. Some of the information that we require is strictly name and address of the property owner and of the applicant if that person is different. Mostly we're looking for a description of the project, just something that will make it clear to us what the plans entail, and some supporting information, if any of that will help to clarify what those plans are. So things like photographs, drawings, sketches, elevations, paint colors, the kinds of details that will help us understand in a little more clear way what the project will look like at the end of it all. And then we also ask that you consult your neighbors so that those around you who will be affected by some of the visual impact of the changes you're proposing have been consulted along the way. So we ask about that. We ask about whether there will be impact to passersby on either of those local pathways. What I like about the process is that when we get the applications in a timely fashion, we have time to notice them as required by the local law, but also we have time to discuss some things. So if we're missing pieces, we can let the applicant know what they are. If a public hearing is going to be required, I can be in touch with the applicant and give them a clearer idea of what their obligation is for noticing the public hearing among their neighbors.
When we moved into the historic district, I did read up on what was involved in working with the Historic Preservation Commission in the village. And so the idea of a certificate of appropriateness was known to us when we bought the house. And so the process was actually very straightforward. The checklist of things that we needed to supply to the HPC was just not difficult to gather. And then we had our one meeting and we moved forward from there. The suite of guidelines or standards that require someone to apply for a certificate of appropriateness seem perfectly reasonable. It doesn't prevent you from making changes or investments in your property, but it does ensure that everybody is within the parameters that we have all agreed are part of the special character of the community in the first place.
I think our commission is pretty good about trying to, work with the homeowner as well as preserve the integrity of the house. And we've been able to really give people a lot of guidance. And that's something that, I missed out on. I really wish that I had had that guidance. That's a very good example of, how the commission can really, really help. Other neighbors have gone through the process and have been very, very happy. They walk away going, oh, gee, that was really easy. That was a very positive experience. And they get to know other people in the community. People now can say, oh, okay, I can go and knock on Sue's door and ask her a question about the process. And that's been really nice for me as well as for them, getting to know the neighborhood.